So I said today we'll be doing magnetism. It's a little loaded. Whatever is remaining, it will continue to the next session. And regarding the other sessions, everything will go according to schedule now. Like physics, like maths is also doing fine now. So tomorrow again maths, chemistry, like that. And at the end, physics is little ahead. So last session of physics will be taken by maths. Okay, that's how maths will also be done. I just wanted to do one or two questions in this thermal electricity, like thermal and chemical effects of current. Chemical effects are not there. Thermal effects are there in our syllabus. So let us do a question in this. Seventh, a 220 volt 1000 watt bulb is connected across a 110 volt main supply. Okay, the power consumed will be. This is the question. So I'll write the question in a pictographic form. So this is thermal effects of current. We have 7th session. Yeah. So question number 1 for today. 220 volt and 1000 watt. It's connected across 110 watt. So what, there's a bulb. If you see the label of the bulb, the voltage is this, power is this. What you have done, we are very smart people. No, we try to check everything, how it is working and all. So we have connected. This is not AC. He didn't mention, so I assume that as a battery. So this is 2. So if you connect it to a 220 volt battery, and here it is 110 volts. Okay, I'll just try to expand it so that it will be clear to you guys. Is it clear now? Yeah. So now the meaning of this is when you connect it to 220 volts, it will dissipate the energy. It can be in the form of light plus heat. And if sometimes maybe sound, ghee karke sound will get, no? This is 1000 watt. The question is when you connect the same to 110 volts, what is the heat energy given out of this? This is the question. Are you able to understand? So what is that I have to find out? I have to find out the resistance. The only thing which is common, if it is capital R or capital R, only thing which is common is capital R here. That is the resistance of the bulb, right? So what is the power here? Power, the formula power is equal to V square by R. So resistance is V square by P, or resistance of the bulb is V square by P. So here voltage is V1, power is P1. Voltage V1, power is P1. Here also resistance will be same. So from this question, I can write from this circuit, R0 is V2 square by P2. So I have changed the voltage, so power will change. Is it clear? Are you able to understand, guys? I'm just opening the Zoom session. Volume is low. Is the volume low for others? Raghav, he's getting, means you have to increase your volume. Now, I cannot increase the volume of my mic. That I'm sure. So hello to everyone, it is clear. No, sir. Now is it fine? Fine, fine. Ganesh. Yes, good. Right. So I hope you're understanding this. The first one is what it is rated. Like if you have a bike, no, bike they say like 80 kilometer per liter. But when you drive, you get only 40 or 60 kilometer per liter. Why? A car also they say 25 kilometer per liter. But when you drive, you get 15 or 16. So what happens? They give some conditions. This car for this particular road at this speed, but what we use it, how you use the bike and car, it, right? So this is the voltage they have rated and this is the power it consumes. This is what we are using. So same resistance, some equating both. So V1 square by P1 is equal to V2 square by P2. So P2 by P1 is equal to V2 square by V1. Am I right? P2 by P1 is equal to V2 square by V1. So here, what is the P2? That is the question. P1 is how much? 1000 watt. V2 square. What is the second voltage? 110 volts by 220 square. So how much is it? 2s are. So 1 by 2 square, 1 by 4. V2 is equal to 1000 by 4, 250 watt. When you are, just for you to remember, next time when they say, right, If this is changed by a factor of x, this is changed by a factor of x square. Simple. So 220, you made 110. So what is that x? Half. So what is x square? 1/4. So 1000 by 4, 250. Suppose 220, if I make 440. So what will happen to 1000? What is the answer? 220, if I'm making it to 440. What will happen to the power? How many times? Will it decrease or increase by how many times? Let us see. Guys, Karthik, Jnanesh, hello, Raghav, Akshini, Nishant, Saurav, Durga Lakshmi, Priya. What is the answer? Are you able to understand my question? I said, when you connect a bulb of 220 volts to 110 volts, the power consumed initially was 1000, now it is 250. So what I said, when 220 is becoming 110, that means how many times it got reduced? 1 by 2 times. So 1000 watt is becoming 250 watt. So how many times it got reduced? 1 by 4 times. Like square of this, no, it is 1 by 2 square. So what I said, instead of 110, if I connect this 220 to 440 volts, what is the power consumed? So the logic I gave, if the voltage changes by X factor, power changes by X square factor. If V dash is 2V0, P dash, sorry, XV0, then P dash is X square V0. That is what we got, no? I mean X square P0. Where X is the factor, how much it got, where X is equal to V2 by V1. Very clear, easy. So next time when this type of question comes in exam, there is no need for you to solve the question again. So if you understand this, you can remember and just straight away you can pick. For that, I ask the question, 220 to 440, how many times it got changed? Half, 2, 1, 3, what is that number? How many times the voltage got changed? Wonderful. 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. Good, great. So all of you got it right. So it's saving time now, no? No need to spend extra time and all. So now you have spent 2-3 minutes on this question. Exam you're doing in 10 seconds. That is how practice helps us. So few questions which are directly related, you will do directly straight away. Some which are not related, you have to solve it till the end. So this is one type of question. Chemical is not there, so don't worry. Okay. Inversion temperature, all these are not required, I guess. Now this, a heater coil is cut into, I guess you can see, is cut into 2 equal parts. And only one part is now used in the heater. The heat generated will now be. Now based on that logic, you answer this question, guys. There's a heater coil. You have cut it into half. And half you have thrown it away. This half you are using to heat the water. How much heat is generated now? Is it 1/4 or half or double or 4 times? So in this question, what is that you are changing? In that question, it was voltage. But in this question, what is it we are changing? So in this question, when you cut the length into half, resistance will become half. Initial power is V square by R0. Now what is the power? V square by R0 by 2. So this 2 goes to numerator, right? So what is happening? So first question, so the one I have solved here, this is when voltage is changing. Another question is when you have a resistor R0 to a source V0. In the second question, this R0 has become how much? R0 by 2. Or you understood? Or I can say it is X times R0. What is the power P0 here? V square by R0. So what is the power P dash here? V square by X R0. So it is nothing but P0 by X. So when the resistance changes by a factor of X, power is reduced by a factor of X. So R0, when R becomes XR0, power becomes P0 by X. Now what happened to the resistance? How much times it got changed? It has changed by half. So what I should do? P0 by half. So power becomes 2P0. So these are two ways. One way is changing the voltage, other way is changing the resistance. Able to understand? So let us see the answers, what people have answered. Double, nice man. Nishant, Akshini, Loga, Divya. Others, you should also answer. See, no negative marking. Another guy. Sorry. Karthik also answered right. Wonderful man. Yeah. So now you understood. So any question in these lines can be done easily by you. Now see, 16th question. An electric bulb is rated 220 volts, 100 watts. The power consumed by it when it is connected to 110. Tell me the answer quickly. 220 volts, 100 watt. It's 2006. Kind of same question asked in a different way. I hope you have done it. Oh, nice. See how smart you people are. Next question. Wonderful, guys. Actually, good going. 13th one. The resistance of hot tungsten filament is about 10 times the cold one. What will be the resistance of 100 watt 220 volt lamp when not in use? So what is the resistance? Power is equal to V square by R. So R is equal to V square by P. Voltage is 200 square by power is 100. How much is it? 400 ohms. Am I right? But he said the resistance of the hot filament is 10 times the cold. He's asking when not in use. So when not in use, that R naught, when it is cold, is 400 by 10. 40 ohms. Clear? Bacho. So we've done different types of questions. Though it is like 2-3 questions or 4 questions, we actually did little more. So you can do this power relation. Next one, magnetic effects of current. Magnetic effects of current. If an ammeter is to be used in place of a voltmeter, then we must connect with an ammeter. This is called conversion of galvanometer to ammeter. So first question I'm telling you, this is a galvanometer. This is a second question of the day, but we are doing many. Don't tell me the count is less. We have actually done 4 there and 2 more here. 6 around we have discussed, 6 different types. Right? How is that you are responding? Got it, sir. Good man. People are smart, guys. Okay, so if you have an ammeter, sorry, basically we say galvanometer. You heard of galvanometer, no? If I want to convert into an ammeter, so what I will do, this galvanometer, I will suppose the resistance of galvanometer is Rg. I will connect another resistance in parallel, because resistance of ammeter is less. So to decrease the resistance of the galvanometer, I have to connect another resistance in parallel. If I want to convert the galvanometer into a voltmeter, so how to do it? Resistance of voltmeter is high. This is resistance of galvanometer, resistance of ammeter, and this is voltmeter. So how to increase the resistance of galvanometer to make it voltmeter? This galvanometer, I will connect RS. RS means basically series. This is called shunt. This is shunt resistance. This is series resistance. Okay, the series resistance. So by adding the resistor in series, I will increase the resistance of the voltmeter. So what is that they will give you generally? They will give you Rg and Ig. Rg is the resistance of the galvanometer. Ig is the maximum current through the galvanometer. What is Ig? Max current. What will happen if you pass more than that? It will burn out. You have to pay for the bill. Okay. So how to convert it? So what they will ask you, how much is the shunt so that it can measure capital I? How much is the shunt so that it will measure capital I? So what happens? The circuit diagram I am drawing is R parallel. I is coming. Ig should go in. Ig will go in. So the formula, when two resistances Rg and Rp are connected in parallel, Ig is equal to the other resistance Rp by Rp plus Rg into capital I. Are you able to understand this? Any doubts in this? Converting galvanometer to ammeter, it's okay. If I'm covering less, it is fine. Jitna hoga, utna hoga. If you want, we will take more sessions. Don't worry, we are here for you. Okay. We'll go a little slow so that these are little important points I want you to understand. Even for your board, this will be there. So I'm stressing this point. When current I comes, it divides into IG and I dash. The current through galvanometer is this resistance by sum of the resistance into I. He will give I, he will give IG, he will give RG. He will ask RP. How to find RP? So IG into RP plus RG cross multiplying is RP into I. If I take RP there, IG into RG is equal to RP into capital I minus small ig. If I go that side, it gets subtracted. Generally, IG, I'll just get the formula first. So resistance in parallel is IG into IG by I minus IG into RG. IG by I minus IG into RG. Suppose if IG is much smaller than capital I, then resistance in parallel or shunt resistance, shunt is equal to IG by capital I into RG. If they are comparable, you have to put minus IG. If this is much smaller, I have to put this. Are you able to understand this? If not, you can ask me to repeat. I am always there to repeat. So just tell me yes or no. Or if you want, sir, please repeat. Nishant, repeat. Okay, clear, sir. Just a minute. I'll just repeat quickly, Nishant. There is a galvanometer whose parameters RG and IG are given. So what I'm doing now, I'm asking you to convert into an ammeter, which can measure capital I. Generally, IG will be in milliamperes or microamperes or milliamperes, and ammeter it has to measure, and it measures milliampere current. Ammeter has to measure amperes current. So in that case, what I have to do, I have to connect a shunt resistance RP parallel. I mean RP means, sir, shunt means yes. So then series also yes. So we get confused. So RP, that means R parallel is nothing but shunt resistance. I hope you understood this, right? Yeah. So IG, the current, what I did basically, the voltage about these 2 points are same, right? So using that logic, I got I into R, IG into RG is equal to RP into I dash. And another logic is I is IG plus I dash. If I use this logic, I'll get this formula. That is the current through galvanometer is equal to the other resistance, RP by RP plus RG into capital I. So using that, finally I got resistance, shunt resistance is IG. IG is the current in the galvanometer by capital I minus small ig into RG. So RP is equal to IG by I into RG if IG is much smaller. Sir, how to remember this formula? So one thing logically is, suppose imagine this is 1 ampere, this should be 1 milliampere, IG is 1 milliampere. So more current has to flow here, that is 999 milliamperes has to flow here. So what is the meaning of it? RP is less than RG. Agree or not? If more current, it is like toll gate, man. This is one road, this is another road. This is a toll gate. If less number of people has to, this is one toll gate, this is another toll gate. If this toll gate charges are less, more people will go through this toll gate. No. So this resistance has to be less. Then more people will go through the RG. So if I want resistance in shunt should be smaller than the, this one, IG should be in the numerator. Right? Because IG is smaller than I. Generally, IG is smaller than I. Are you able to understand? So IG by I into RG. Anyway, resistance has to be in terms of resistance, man. RP should be in terms of resistance units, ohms and ohms. So what should I multiply to this RG? That should be dimensionless formula. Either small I by capital I or capital I by small I. If I do capital I by small I, the value will increase. So do small I by capital I. Done. Even if you forget the formula, we have a logic to get the answer. That is what I'm trying to do instead of blindly remembering it. This is how I used to do when I gave IIT JEE, right? And when I teach, this is the logically, because I don't try to remember much. If you remember, that's really well and good. If you are not able to, still with logic, we can do. I hope this clears many of your doubts, man. Right. Was it good, the logic? Good. So what about the parallel series one? So now what I'm saying, the current is this. Now I am asking you to convert it to measure a voltage of V naught. V naught is like 10 volts, 15 volts. Convert it to measure if you see resistance, this is small, current is small. When you multiply it, it might be some millivolts. Resistance is 1 ohm, man. I is suppose 10 milliamperes. How much voltage can it measure? 10 into I. So 10 millivolts it can measure. But I'm asking you 10 volts. So what I should do? I should connect in series. So there's a galvanometer. I should connect RS. IG will go in. But the voltage here should be V naught. The voltage of this is RG. Agreed? Resistance of galvanometer is RG. So V naught is equal to IG into RG plus RS. V is equal to IR. From this, I can multiply this V naught minus IG into RG by IG is equal to RS. So the series resistance is equal to how much? V naught minus, again, resistance is V by I. V is equal to IR, no? So resistance is V by I. But what is the voltage? V minus IR, IG into RG. But generally, IG RG is much smaller than V naught, generally. So R in this is nothing but V naught by IG. It is very easy. How much should be connected in the series? How much resistance should be connected in series? Means V naught by IG. I'll give you a question, we'll solve it. Don't worry. So these are the two formulas finally which you have to remember. Generally, I is very small. If it is difficult question, they will give this I comparable, so you have to check it. Shall we do question on this so that you'll remember this? Take down the formula and screenshot. Take down the screenshot, then I'll do a question. Nanna munna pyara bachcho or pyari bachcho, please do take the screenshot. I hope you have taken it. Done, sir. Great. Let us do the question. Show me the spirit. Thoda energy dikhao, right? I guess you had snacks and all, might have taken a break. You might have played PUBG or rugby or whatever, right? Yeah, let us do a question. So now there is a galvanometer. So what is the resistance of the galvanometer? 10 ohms. How much is the maximum current which can flow in at 20 milliamperes? This is the galvanometer you bought from the market or Flipkart or Amazon. Now what you are trying to do, you have started a business where you have to sell an ammeter. So what is the specification of the ammeter? I said make an ammeter which can measure 5 amperes. So you have to make an ammeter which can measure 5 amperes. So now you have to connect a resistor to the galvanometer. How should I connect the resistor? Series or parallel? Tell me first, series or parallel? Fast, you have to type fast, quick. Series or parallel? How should I connect it? Parallel. What is the name of the resistor? What is that we call it as? Is it a parallel resistor or something else? Shunt, right? So in wonderful, extraordinary, man. So we have to connect a shunt resistance. So what is the name? Our nickname is RS. Now the current, so our lingo, what is that? 5 ampere, capital I. This is RS. So what is the formula for now? First condition is you have to measure, check. Is it much smaller than this or not? So what is 5 amperes? 5000 milliamperes. Am I right? Is it very large or not? If it is in terms of milliampere, then you have to use another formula, but it is very small. Am I right or not? Very small. I mean, compared to this is small, it is large compared. So what is the formula? R shunt is equal to, it should be in terms of RG because ohms and ohms. Now should I write small I by capital I or capital I by small I? How will I decide? I know RS is smaller than RG, or else high current has to flow through this. So 5 amperes may 20 milliamperes will flow. Out of 5,000, 20 milliampere will flow. So 4,980 milliamperes has to flow through this. If they ask you the question, how much will flow through the shunt resistance? 4,980 milliamperes will flow through the shunt resistance. Clear, bachon? So it is small ig by capital I. Small ig by capital I. Right? I'll just do one thing. Okay. Okay. So small ig by capital I into RG. Just a minute. Now, what is the small ig? 20 into 10 power minus 3 in terms of amperes. Capital I is 5. And what is that RG? RG is equal to 10. 10 twos are, so 40 into 10 power minus 3 ohms, or 40 milli ohm, or 40 into 10 power minus 3 ohms. And is it clear, everyone? Point not 4. Right, man, right. Nishant, wonderful. Hey, great, man. Everyone understood. That's how it should be. Clear. This is a question in mains, man. Now you're able to do it. The next question. So next question, what is that? What is the new business we are starting? Voltmeter business. So what is the voltage of voltmeter? It has to calculate, it has to measure 20 volts. Now tell me, heroes and heroines or whatever, character artists. So how should I connect the resistor? Parallel or series? Parallel or series? I'm trying to log in using another device as a student so that I can see your chat in another window. Oh, does it ask for any credentials? Oh, I cannot log in into a single one using different names, huh? No. 1 second. Next time I'll do this. In the meantime, solve it. Solve it, do it quickly. So it is series or parallel, and what is the value? This meeting is being recorded. So yeah, now I can see your chat, I guess. So if you're measuring, if you're sending, send the messages to everyone, okay? So that I can see. Right. So far, no messages, man. Series connection. Sir, question not clear. Okay. Repeating it. So the same galvanometer, I have to make it into a voltmeter. So I have to make it into a voltmeter. So how should I connect it? So then people said series, RSN series. Now what is the voltage about this? 20 volts. And what is RG value? So in the question I gave, RG is equal to 10 ohms. Right? What is the resistance in series? Resistance will be large, wonderful. So what is the formula again? RS will be in terms of RS will be in terms of like it's V by I, right? V by I. So what is the voltage? V by I. Voltage is 20. I is how much? 20 milliamperes. 20 into 10 power minus 3. It goes to numerator 1000 ohms. 1 kilo ohm. 1 kilo ohm. Is it 100 or 1000, man? Gyanesh Singh, is it 100 or this one? Yeah, I is 20,000. So here, wonderful part is for this, there is no need of RG. Why we are not using RG? Because RS is generally very large. Generally, RS is very large compared to RG. We are neglecting it. If it is comparable, we will not do it this way. 1K, Nandaraj, sorry, Nandaj. Nandajvi. Right. Wonderful. You're doing great, guys. I guess this is working. Is it clear? Everyone is confident? Just tell me if you can give me thumbs up, that would be great. Yes, yes, great. This conversion will also be asked in your board exam or your practical, physics and all, they'll be asking you. So that is why I'm taking some time here. Please don't mind. Next one, if a circular current, coil A of radius capital R, current I is flowing, and another coil B of radius 2R, a current of 2A is flowing, then the ratio of magnetic fields BA, BB produced by them will be. Okay, so there are two rings. This is not second question. So we are discussing more today actually. There is a wire like this of radius R, current I is flowing. There is another one of radius 2R and current 2I. That is what is given in the formula. Question? Yeah. So he's saying this is A, this is B. At the center of this is BA. At the center of this, it is BB. Magnetic field BB. Agree or not? So now what is the formula for magnetic field at the center of the coil? This is the question. So B is equal to, at the center, B at the center is equal to mu naught by, so mu naught I by 2R. Mu naught I by 2R. If we have n rounds, or n naught, we have small n, capital N naught. What is the capital N naught? Total number of rounds. Mu naught I into n naught by 2R, right? I can see your chat, so I am interacting with you directly. Now, what he asked, magnetic field, ratio of magnetic field in A to magnetic field in B, is it not? That is what he asked. BA to BB. So magnetic field in A to magnetic. So mu naught I into N naught is how much? 1 he gave, no? By 2R. That is magnetic field in A by mu naught into. What is the current in B? 2I. What are the number of turns? 1. What is the radius of B? 2R. Radius in B is how much? 2R. So mu naught gets cancelled, I gets cancelled, R will get cancelled. Am I right? So 1, 2 gets here cancelled. Again, this 2 gets cancelled. We got 1. So when you increase the radius by 2 times, you increase the current by 2 times, denominator increased by 2 times, numerator increased by 2 times. 1:1. No need to solve also, because once you know the formula, as I'm increasing the numerator to double, denominator also double. So what is the ratio? Same, 1. So 1:1. Is that clear, everyone? Now, magnetic field in a circle we have done. Magnetic field in a solenoid, if it is N, magnetic field at the center, BC is equal to mu naught small n I. I is the current. This N is number of turns per unit length. This is total number of turns. This is number of turns per unit length. Both are different. Is that clear? Right? Good. Explain again. Vishwana. The formula is mu naught I into number of turns by 2R. Number of turns for both of them is 1. So here the current flowing in this is I, in this is 2I. The radius is R, 2R. The numerator got increased to 2I. Denominator got increased to 2R. 2 will get cancelled. So magnetic field remain the same. Clear? Rishwana. Third one. Shall we do another question? Same lines. So next, instead of 2R and 2I and 2R, what I am doing is, I will make the current to 2I. I'll make the resistance to R by 4. I'll make the radius R by 4, not resistance. Radius R by 4. What is B dash in terms of BA? How many times? It is X times. What is the X value? How many times BA? Current got increased by 2 times. Radius got decreased by 4 times. Make it fast. What is the formula again? Mu naught Ni by 2R. N is number of turns. So number of turns also I'm changing by 2 times N naught. Now do it fast. So number of turns I increased by 2, current I increased by 2, Radius I have decreased by 4. Radius I have decreased by 4. Nishan Saura, wonderful man. Others, if you are getting the same one, it is fine. So what is the new value? So no need to write this formula, everything, all this is bullshit. It's waste of time for us because you know the logic now. So what is the formula? Just write the formula. B is equal to mu naught n naught I by 2R. Now n has become how many times? 2n naught. Current has become how much? 2I. Radius has become R by 4. 4 goes to numerator. So 2 into 2 into 4, 16 times. Akshini, AG Arthi, good, Shivgomati. Whoever gave Arthi, you gave it wrong, but that is fine. I want people to answer. First you gave it wrong, you corrected it. That is what I want. You have to solve. It is not right or wrong. It doesn't matter right or wrong. I mean, now, not an exam. Okay. So now give it a try. Sir, I got 8. You give, and as you practice, your intuition gives you the right answer. No need to solve also. Just by seeing, you can tell, oh, this is this much. Ojas Kulkarni, wonderful man. BNS Kumar. See, now you are able to solve it this quickly. You are only solving, right? Wonderful, wonderful. So again, as I said, tomorrow your job will be, or today night you will be doing the questions on heating effects of current, magnetic effects of current. If I'm doing classical mathematics, I'm doing questions in that, or whatever I'm doing. And preparing for tomorrow's session of, tomorrow it is math session. You know what is the maths next session? Prepare for that. That is your job. Okay. So let us do the next question. Good guys, good, good. So you've done this. So this question, if an ammeter is to be used in a place of voltmeter, then you should connect high resistance in series. Voltmeter, no. So in series, high resistance. And this one, it is 1. Okay. If an electron and a proton having same momentum enter perpendicular to a magnetic field, perpendicular to a magnetic field. Third one, what will happen? He's asking, curved path of electron and proton will be same. They will move undeflected. Curved path of electron is more curved than this and this. So we'll have general equation and then solve it, how we are doing it. Okay. I might be going with wrong numbers here, serial numbers, but just like that, I'm giving it to you. Oh, someone is very fast. Good. So there is a magnetic field. Generally, we show the magnetic field like this, the region of magnetic field. I got used to it instead of coming out. So electron is going inside proton, which is positive. This is negative. So both are, this is E minus, this is E plus. Am I right or not? This charge is E plus. Mass of electron is Me, mass of proton is Mp. They are going inside. It is E plus. What is same? Momentum of electron is equal to momentum of proton. Am I right? P is the symbol of momentum. So how do you find out the radius? So magnetic field. So what is the formula? QVB. It goes in a circular path. Is mv square by r. Am I right? One velocity gets cancelled. So QB is mv by r. Now momentum is same. So I have to write in terms of momentum. mv is momentum. So this is p by r. I can say momentum is QRB. For any particle, momentum is charge into radius into magnetic field. Agreed or not? He said both are same. So Q1 R1 B1 is Q2 R2 B2. Magnetic field is same magnetic field. Charges are same. They are having different sign but value. One is E minus, one is E plus. They are also same. They get cancelled. R1 is equal to R2. They have same radii. So they have same radius of curvature, same bending. Agreed or not? Is it clear? Right? But what is the difference? So in which direction will the electron bend? Tell me the direction. Right hand thumb rule. So right and inside, it should be up. So proton will bend up. Electron is negative charge. It will bend down. They might not collide. I'm just giving you, right? If the velocities are same, yeah, they will collide. If they're entering at the same time, imagine if the proton is up, it will go like this. This is proton. This is electron. Am I right? Electron will go opposite to that of proton. So radii are same. So remember this formula. So radius, what is radius formula? mv by qb. Radius formula is mv by qb. Velocity formula qrb by mass. So If they give, see, basically we have radius, mass, V, Q, B. They might give 4, they will ask the fifth one. You just need to solve. Easy? Any doubts? Fourth one. So you have solved it as A. Someone has answered it A. Karthik, let us see this. Is it clear now? This text, I'll try to zoom this in. Is this clear, guys, now? Hope this is good. Yeah, they will move on the third path of electron will be ignoring the sense of revolution. Now, okay, sir. You should speak out, man. You should ask, sir, आपका थोड़ा voice ऐसा है, वैसा है, text font थोड़ा बड़ा करो, ये करो. हाँ, चाय दिला दो, चाय पिला लो, और फ्रूटी चाहिए. Whatever you want, you should ask in between. So I'll give my idea to you. Okay. Fourth question, good question, man. If a current is passed through a spring, then the spring will expand, compress, remain same, none of this. Or why the hell you are asking this question? Fourth question. Don't say that. Now, okay, sir, expand. B, expand. Okay. Other one B means compress. Give a try. Let us see. I'll tell you the logic. I'm not telling you by heart this. I'm trying to give the best logic, whatever I know. Expand, compress, remain same. These are the options we have. Good. Okay. Yeah. So Nishant sir, parallel current attract. Right. So fourth one, they attract or repel. So fifth one. So how to say? Now spring is this way. Imagine this way. Current is flowing this way. Again, it will flow this way. So if you take two parallel wires, it is going in the same direction, right? So imagine two wires, I and I1 and I2. So magnetic field due to this here will be inside B1. Magnetic field due to this there will be inside B2. So force is BIL. So what is the force direction? I cross B, right? Is it I cross B? I mean L cross B in this direction. And both are equal. So force is BIL and which is equal to F2. The values. So they will attract. Am I right? Attract or not, guys? No? Akshini, attract, right. So now then the same next to the attract, what happens? The spring will come near, I mean, it will come, compression happens, right? Compression. There is one, so I can, without solving, I can tell you this question based on another question I remember. So how? There is one question this way, what they did. There is a spring like this. There is a small weight hanging here. There is a mercury container. And there is a bulb here, and there is a battery. So this wire is connected to this is a spring. You understood? So when I connect it to this bulb, I'm not able to draw it in a right way because of this one. Bulb, I used to draw nicely in normal board, but here it is not going fine, guys. Please don't mind. So bulb will be something like this, right? Yeah. So what will happen to the bulb? Will it continuously be on? Will it off? Will it blink or it will blow off? You understood? It is just touching the mercury. It is just touching the mercury. Blink, blink, blink. Why? So it just touches, current I will flow. So this will start, it will become brighter. It will become brighter. So, right? Afterwards, what happens? Current I flows. When current I flows, what happens to the spring? It gets compressed. When it gets compressed, it loses the contact. Again, due to weight, it will fall. So when it loses contact, I becomes 0, it will become off. So on, off, on, off. So based on that, I know when current cross, it gets compressed. So I know this answer is compression. So before solving, I can tell it. Compress, no, right? Yeah, compresses. Then who will hold it like this? Current will become 0. When current becomes 0, the weight will fall back into mercury. Then again current will start. You understood? So blinks. I hope you enjoyed this question. Fifth one. This is called application. So the question is small, but see the limit of it. They can answer anyway. And I'm telling you, I used to answer maths, physics, chemistry, pura combine karke. So maths logic we can use in physics, physics in chemistry, chemistry in physics. So if you see the whole picture, it is like a complete story. Okay, so we should use that concept here. This concept, the gravitation, electrostatics in chemistry, somewhere E naught potential or somewhere. So that's how we should try to solve. Fifth one, the time period of a charged particle undergoes a circular motion in a magnetic field is independent of it. So time period. So using the previous formula, we have to find out the time period. So how to find out the time period? So time period, there is a circle, magnetic field is B, radius is R, time period is 2 pi R by V. So what is the radius? Already we have solved. Radius is mv by qb. So you have to remember this by, I cannot help you out. You have to remember. If you cannot remember, you have to solve it in the exam. So you got only two options. So what is the logic I follow? If the derivation is very big, I will remember the formula. So if the derivation is small, I know the logic, so I derive it in the exam. So less luggage, more comfort. So there are 400 formulas. There are 100 heavy formulas. So remember 100 heavy formulas, 300 easy. So V is equal to IR, no need to derive and all, you already know. But there are few questions, they are easy but we forget. So know the logic behind it. So it solves the time. So time period is 2 pi by V into radius. What is radius? mv by qb. Velocity gets cancelled. So 2 pi m by qb. So what is the meaning of it? It is independent of the velocity. That means if I have, so what is the application of it? This is this question, man. So what is the application of it? If I have two electrons, throw with different velocities, v1, v2. It will go like this, it will go like this. If I ask you a question, what is the relation of v1, v2? What is the relation of v1, v2? If velocity is more, radius will be more. If velocity is more, radius will be more. v2 greater than v1. What about the time? Times are same. Why times are same? The formula is independent of time. Formula is independent of time. So if you ask a proton and electron, I'm just giving the application of this particular one. So how differently they can ask you from the same this one. It means we have done plenty of formulas, plenty of questions. So if electron and proton are given, charge is same, B is same, 2 is same, pi is same. And I said, even though the velocities are different, it doesn't matter because the time period doesn't depend on the velocity. So mass of the proton is more. So time period of proton is always greater than time period of electron. Am I right or not? So for lifetime, you can remember time period of, if the magnetic field is same again. If magnetic field is same, time, so proton is slower. It's like a goods train. T is like bullet train. So mass, because of the mass. Charge is same, B is same. Though the velocities are different. Am I right or not? So what is happening? How is this possible, man? I have thrown an electron. See how the application of this. I'm throwing the electron at 1 meter per second. So velocity of electron is 1 meter per second. This is how the question is asked. Okay. So how logic the question will be. So to deceive you, they will say the electron is thrown at 1 meter per second. The proton is thrown at 1000 meter per second, man. 1000 meter per second. They will ask you which one will come out of the magnetic field first. So what is our first guess? You tell me. If you give it to a layman and ask them, what is the first guess? What will you do? The velocity of proton is 1000 times, man. It is so fast. So what will happen? Proton will come out faster. But what is actually happening? Proton is taking a larger curve. It is traveling very large distance with 1000 meter per second. So you heard of this story of Vignesha and who's the other one? We have this Subramanya Swami, right? So this is like Subramanya Swami. He got very high velocity. On peak of is going around. And this guy is like Vignesha, going slow but smart enough, taking a shortcut. But I've seen this WhatsApp video, there is a running race in a school and one guy runs home. Right? Yeah. So this guy, so what matters here is the mass. So electron is smaller. So he will come out faster. Wonderful. Yeah. This is, see, now this proton electron I'm able to relate it here. That is how it should be. If you are watching movies, connect it to movies. It is very easy. Even in your chemistry, I used to remember these things, man. We have this hydration energy. So based on it, things will change. So lithium mobility, like lithium and cesium or rubidium. So mobility, though the charge density is more, why lithium, cesium or this one can move faster in chemistry. So imagine it this way. You are a runner, I am a runner. Maybe I'm fat, you are lightweight, you can run faster than me. But there are dogs around, right? So if the dogs see you, they will lift you in air. It is like lithium, right? So once they have lifted you in air, you cannot run. Your legs are not touching the ground. The dogs have lifted. The water molecules have bonded to you because of the charge density is more on you, right? So you cannot run. But for me, I am fat. Dogs will try to, get hold of me. But as I'm huge, I can run. Though I am slower, I'm faster than this is like the tortoise, this slowly. Though I am slower, I can run faster than you. Though you are stronger, the dogs have lifted in you in air. There is like hydration energy. While lithium, sometimes when you dissolve it, it is slower than this cesium. I used to actually teach chemistry long time back. By the way, my chemistry rank in JEE was all India top 10 out of 7 lakh people. My total JEE rank was 251. Out of which chemistry, because once I entered IIT, we came to know the scores. My chemistry score was 130 out of 144. The guy who taught me chemistry was Abdul Kalam's assistant. He left job in ISRO. This guy used to teach me organic chemistry. If you give me not now, at that time we used to. I will tell you another shortcut how to solve the paper. It is not genius. It depends on a teacher with whom you are traveling. I'll tell you. I am CBS. It is not to show off or something because after 10 years of teaching and all, it doesn't matter. The things why I am telling you this is to give you that push confidence. Why that confidence? My 10th percentage, I'm just giving this extra information. I have done from Kendriya Vidyalaya, no coaching and all. It is 77 percentage. My math score was around 85. Science was 89. Rest all gone. So it went down. Maths, I was, I guess, class topper. Science, we are not the top, no foundation and all. Afternoon, we used to go to home and all. Plus 2, CBSE again. It is BHPV, 83%. Not, I joined course, but I didn't do well. I used to watch movies, eat good food, go home for outings and all. I did actually long term 1 year. I just, can't even imagine the way I was studying. Even if I get a 1 minute, 10 minutes gap, I used to solve. It's like my screensaver is chemistry. My screensaver. You understood it? Screensaver means whenever I get in chemistry, eating and all and all. Oh, you attended my session. Okay. It is not level. You will become much super because I used to encourage students. See, I'm a physics teacher. I will tell you, I only teach you physics. I will say hard work in physics. Chemistry sir will tell the same. Maths sir will tell the same. But you are the one, you have to do all three, So I am open about it. I can understand your load. But if you arrange things in a scientific way, this is more important than the physics syllabus. When you arrange things in a scientific way, you can do much wonderful than other people. This is the time where people who are going for coaching, they work hard for a longer time. Now they are chilling. Okay, this is the exam time. Now you are chilling here. Now you are working hard. You understood? And this time is more efficient. It is like watching movie. You are now watching the movie. Immediately tell the story to your friend in exam. It is easy. Here the others have been watching the movie. They are chilling now. By the time exam comes, they will forget most of the story. You understood? So you are in this level. Are you working as a teacher? I got a college, man. I have 200 students there. Around 500 to 1,000 students of mine. They're into IITs, NITs, BITs. Most of them are out now. They are even doing PhD in MIT. In Hyderabad, in Microsoft, there are 4-5. And one student, I'll tell you a story of one. He is actually he was in third or fourth section. I brought this guy to first section. He was CBSE background, no coaching and all, but he used to do hard work and asking questions. You just ask him to jump from second floor, he'll jump. He won't ask you why you are asking me to jump. Don't jump now. I mean, like he used to follow the points given by the faculty. But first he has to trust the faculty. It is not like he will trust anyone. Just a JL come and ask you to jump, he won't jump. He will assess you first. Once that is when we believe in teacher, right? First you have to see the classes. Why I haven't told you all these things in the first session? You don't know me. Now you got the confidence. Okay, this guy can solve IIT, man. He's a real IIT. And then you listen to me. So I did my basic job, and now I'm introducing this. This matters a lot. This confidence, this motivation is the one which pushes you. It is not just here. Even in future, you will go to a greater heights. Okay. So after this, I really worked hard. My score 130 out of chemistry. Why I'll tell you. Physics, I guess 109 of 144. Chemistry, 105 out of 144. I even remember my scores. I even remember my classmates' percentage in my 10th class. Even now, I can tell their percentages and all to top 10, not others, because I took their result. Okay, so this one, sir, then why you are not teaching chemistry? I used to teach chemistry before, but chemistry is volatile subject. You have to, repeat revision you have to do. Physics, once you understand, this is maths. So once you understand, done. Maths again, practice. I mean Hyderabad, no ma. Durga Lakshmi, Hyderabad. Yeah, I have done in IIT Chennai. Me and Rajesh were batchmates. That maths guy and me, and we used to do weightlifting in college. This guy Rajesh was gold medalist in weightlifting and many other sports and all. I'm into tech, robotics and stuff. I got silver medal from IIT Madras. Rajesh sir did MSc chemistry from IIT Mumbai. These are track record. Okay, so now I have done this complete paper of 3 hours in, I guess, 1.5 hours. I got so much time to revise. You have to start with chemistry when you're solving an exam. No, I'm just telling you how to crack the exam. So start the exam with chemistry, then physics, because I teach physics, and then maths. If you are inclined towards maths, to do maths. For me, it is not physics, chemistry, maths. For me, overall, you should do well, right? You have to get rank. So chemistry. So again, we have to do in 2 rounds. You understood? In first round, easy and medium questions you have to do. This is more important. In second round, difficult questions. And my advice, golden advice, leave the questions which you don't know or don't have any idea or very difficult. Leave. This is very important. Than these 2 is leaving the questions. You should know, suppose there are 10 people, man, you have to show off. You know, in movies, no, when people bully, they will bully the guy who is weaker. They will identify in jails and all, meta scene, the dada stuff and all. They won't select a stronger guy and hit him. They will take a weaker guy and hit him to show their power. So you have to leave the strong. That means difficult or very difficult and unknown questions. Very difficult and unknown questions. JEE will have obviously negative marks. So leave this very difficult unknown. That means you are half lucky. Half job is done. So if imagine there are 25 questions, you don't know 12 questions. That means you are lucky because you know that you don't know those 12. There are many that don't know that those people don't know those questions and they attempt them, they get negative. They waste time. Time is very precious here, not the number of questions. How wisely you are using the time in exam, right? The preparation time of 2 years is the one which you can waste, which you have been doing so far, but not the exam time. Single second, minute is important. Even I would say before going to the exam, before the exam starts, go to washroom and come. In between, if you go to washroom 1 or 2, gone case, because gone case means you lose some time. The washroom may be somewhere very far. You have to run there. Energy, time, your mental stress. So don't do that. Don't drink 2-3 liters of water before exam. No, just sip it. I mean, you're not going for a run and all. Drink light, eat light, or you can eat well. Not like biryani, have a biryani and sleep in the exam. No, decent one is fine. Don't eat something which gives you sleepy, feeling and all. Reach the exam hall before. There, meditate for a while. Sit like 5-10 minutes. Don't see what others are doing and all. You can't do any mischief stuff there. So plan it well ahead. Meditation will see. Only thing what you can do in exam is do your best. Nothing more than that. So whatever you know, do it. The questions, whatever you know, those questions you should be able to solve them, right? So I hope this, and why I gave this percentage, when a student like me, this is without foundation, guys. In KV, I didn't have any foundation. 9th class, I found a very good primary teacher who was doing good maths tuition. I did it well. Even now, he's retired. Still, I'm in touch with him. I remember my teachers and all. I do call him, get in touch with him. If they want some help, I do that. They also help me out. So I mean, you people can do it. So if you're, and another point is this doesn't decide your IIT rank. That is what I mean to say. Your hard work, your vigor, your fire to reach that goal. In the home, if you want some gift or something, you will work very hard. You fight, you quarrel, you leave your food and all for that. Do the same for the education, man. Just for few months. If you do work hard for these few months, your job is done. That OJA asked me before the exam, when you are very serious, we'll do that 2-3 days revision before the exam, right? And that is not required. I have one friend. His name is, friend means we have that industry names. I cannot tell you that. Samit Hamid. Before the exam day, he used to watch movies or play games. He used to really work hard. He used to study every day. Before exam, he used to enjoy. No stress and all, because he knows I cannot do anything. We people, we revise at the end. No, start from now. If you don't want to do that, leave the exam. So now you got plenty of time, do every day, then you don't have this question of 2-3 day revision. Okay. Use the, even now, don't regret I lost so much time. No, it's fine. From now on, work hard. You are contacting me directly. Srileka, Mudnu, you're talking to me, ma. Yeah, as I said, if you're very serious, you can find me on Facebook, connect me. Why I'm giving you this job? I could have given you this number. People ask same numbers, they're not serious. If you're really serious, you will find out a way. You know my name? It is Jami Himatesh. Find out my number, or you find out my Facebook, drop me a message, I'll respond to you. That shows your seriousness. That is why I was, so already few of you have contacted me, felt really good. I even, encouraged you. They are working hard now, responding in the session. Right. So let me see how many of you here and how many ran away. Oh, decent number are there. Oh, not using Facebook. Instagram. You can ask your other friends, I guess. Another friend knows you. Yeah, Insta, it is Himatesh Jami or Jami Himatesh. Don't bother me much, because I'm giving you, I can wait here, ask me questions, anything, shoot me up. I mean, not something very personal, but rest all, yeah, you can do ask me. Right. So, shall we continue for a little more time, guys? Please don't mind. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Ganesh, for your permission. I mean, you're speaking for others. So, there is a good question actually. A current I ampere flows along the infinitely long, straight, thin wall tube. So, there's a thin wall tube. There's a metal tube. You have put it in a plug. So this current is flowing on the surface. Only on the, are you able to understand? Only on the surface, not inside. When the magnetic field induction at the inside of the tube is, what is the magnetic field induction? So how to calculate it? So you remember Ampere's law for this? Ampere's law? This might sound like less question. We did so much today, guys. So much. We did really well. That is what I feel. So you have to tell how you are doing. You see the top view. Current I. So this is the pipe, no? Current is coming this way. Current is coming this way. So I will take a random point, take an ampere loop of small radius R. This is capital R. I will take a small radius R. Integral B dot dl is mu naught I enclosed. You know this? Integral B dot dl is mu naught I into I enclosed. Now, as it is symmetry, is this symmetry or not? Pipe is symmetry. So if magnetic field is there, it will be symmetric everywhere. So I can bring the magnetic field outside the integral, outside of the integral. Integral dl is L, which is 2 pi small r mu naught into. What is the I enclosed, guys? How much current is going through this loop? 0. Escartic. Wonderful. 0. Because the whole current is on the surface, guys. Whole current is on the surface. So what is the magnetic field? 0. Is it clear? This is different from the question. The loop the current is this way, right? And it is coming out finally. Finally, it is coming out like this. Pipe is this way. Are both are same? Are both same? 0, right, Srivasa? So if it is a solenoid, it is how much? mu naught Ni. And if it is a pipe, it is a 0. But for the same pipe, if he says the current is flowing like this, you understood this? They will say current per unit length, where I is current per unit length. So what we should say? V is equal to mu naught Ni. So instead of this Ni, I should write this I. So mu naught I. Are you able to understand? The current can flow this way or this way, like on this or this. Janaki Raman. I really like today's session, man. You have involved based on your messages. That speaks to me. Though you cannot talk to me, you are able to hear me. That messages, the speed at which you send the message, that matters a lot. And preferably use laptop or iPad or tablet than your phone. If you don't have that, is fine. Go sit with your friend or someone, or cast it if you got a TV. Today, hi Josh. Yeah, it depends on your response. Right? It depends on your response. I'm like, we teachers are like mirrors, man. Your involvement shows our, commitment. Sir, which chapter should we start again? Not these questions. These are not right for me. How many days I should revise? Which topic I should say, read and all. A real IIT exam, you cannot say, man. People in normal coaching industry, like, this mass media stuff, guys and all, it's like road maze, they sell, no, chocolates. Those generally give you important. Yeah, there is important. But we cannot say for sure. I would ask you to do all. Right? 4%. Oh, sorry, man. Thank you. See, now you can, you're giving me, yeah, it can still hold for 10 more minutes. Thanks. I'm thinking, what is this 4% charge? Yeah, it can stay. Now it is like you're talking to me, you're in front of me, man. So nice. So again, not number, I did decent questions. Yes or no? Right? We did decent questions. Though it sounds 7 here, we did more. So independent of speed. I have to give you homework, no? Take screenshot. So take this screenshot. I'll close this notes. So this is much clear, no? Yeah. Pyare bachon, take screenshot. Take. Do it fast. Yeah, you should have got it by now, Raghav. Why? There is something called beg, borrow, steal, or buy, beg, borrow, steal. Right? First buy. Either beg people, ask him to send screenshots or photos or anything. For doing the chapter, get it xeroxed. Right? Borrow, ask them if they are giving, you cannot afford, steal. But the thing is, they should not know. Everyone here, you are not doing something wrong. There's politicians and all. No, it is completely fine. Once in a while, you might have stolen your siblings' chocolates and stuff. I did that. And I'm telling you, guys, if you got sisters, treat them really well. I got a younger one. I'm telling you, girls are much more matured than us. Means wiser. That is what my genuine feeling, because I've seen my sister supporting me, like it's emotionally, financially, logically, everywhere. So they think much above us. If you take of similar age, people are like, I'm hungry, I want to eat. They are like, if they are hungry, they will think maybe my friend is also hungry. You have seen your moms, right? So generally it is there inside of them. So if you got sisters, younger or elder or whoever, treat them well. So if you don't try to steal, share it with them. Okay. I'm going to order. Okay, you are feeling pressurized because of CBSE term 2. So Raghav, is it just for you term 2 or everyone in India? Is it just for you or everyone in India? Take screenshots. I'm answering your questions. So everyone, then why are you feeling pressurized? If it is difficult, everyone will lose. So no worries. You just do what you can do. If you got 1 hour free today, study. 2 hours study, 10 hours study. What I would advise, 24 hours, leaving 10 hours for your sleep, food, this, that, and all. Remaining, you should spend 15 is your target. You will at least reach 12 or 10. So what I can tell you to use time efficiently. I or anyone, even others don't have this right. How can they guarantee that? How can they guarantee? If I ask them to walk on a, boundary wall of a terrace, can they walk? No. Same way, how can you do? We cannot pressurize you. You can only give your best. This is the remaining time. So you have to make your individual plan, man. You people have different paces. Someone can do 30 questions per hour. Someone can do 3 questions. Don't compare. You may be beautiful than that guy, or you may be smarter than that guy. You may be richer than that guy, right? So don't compare this. You have doing 3 questions per hour. You have to do 30 or 25 in a final JEE is 25 per hour. Agreed or not? I would say if you're doing 15 also wonderful, because you will be anyway leaving 10 difficult questions. So you have to do only 15 easy or medium questions. So we will slowly improve our speed. Again, first how many you are attempting, then accuracy. Both matters. Both should go hand in hand. One of my friend used to be there. Okay, he used to attempt all the questions. After the exam, he used to tell, "Array, I have answered all the questions." In the final exam result, his number used to be there from the down, because most of them went wrong. There is another guy who does only less number of questions, very slow, little above this guy. So you should balance speed and accuracy. Speed and accuracy. Am I right or not? Josh Bachcho. Right. So today we are done till 8th. No one is again. Okay, now we will see how many has come. 52. So 52 are there means wonderful, wonderful. You are so involved and serious. So I don't want that seriousness to be there just like this 1 hour. Like when we go to temple, we become Swami, like the best bhakta of that God, right? God, you are great, this, that, and all. Once you are out, you are, you know what you do. So don't do that. This 1 hour you won't give you. This is the direction. I'm showing you the direction. It is like torchlight. You are the one who has to walk. I cannot come with you with torchlight to your washroom or your bedroom, or you are going for playing and all. This is your job. So I'm giving you direction. So every day I'll do one thing. I'll ask you one single question every time. Have you used your time efficiently? You just said yes or no. That's it. That answers your further question. Sir, will I get or not? Sir, how to revise? You cannot, because you are not doing what I'm saying. So you cannot. So what is your job today? What is your job today? This particular chapter and thermal effects of current. Recap. Do the remaining questions homework. Tomorrow's morning job is also same. Continue doing this. Tomorrow's afternoon job. Tomorrow you have math session. You know what is going to be taught. Do that particular topics. It is not whatever is there in the schedule, whatever I guess sir has missed and all, do it. Right? He'll be doing that, right? Yeah. You are wonderful. You are smarter, guys. You can do well. I'm confident enough. I mean, you'll get better result than what you'll be getting now. That is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not saying you'll get all in the top 1. You don't believe me, even if I say, if when someone comes to your home and say you'll get all in the top 10, then you should laugh at them. Okay. How will you get all in the top 10? Right? You should be matured. You should be wiser. I can improve your score. You should trust it. Understood? Someday I'll try to even switch on the video so that you can see my face and feel the expression and cry with me and feel that Josh with me. 55% of the communication happens through sign language. Even if we go to any country, any place, you don't know the language. Imagine you are like, you cannot talk. Still they can understand food, sleep, money, the symbols, right? So when you see me, even now I'm showing my hands, this, that, and all, waving motion and all. So you see me, you'll enjoy more. That's what I feel. So further understanding of magnetism, okay, I'll do in the next session. We have EMI, AC also. Then we have optics. These are the major stuff. Yeah, if it's required, we'll stretch. We are friends, so I'll do it. Yeah, this extension part is like, you have to talk to the management stuff, like when they start the session, give your inputs to them, like 2 feedbacks. If you want any improvisation and all, I mean, if you are not able to talk to me freely, sir, aapka ye aisa hai, vaisa hai, this particular thing, can we do more and all, or this and all, or if you're enjoying my session or something, or maths and chemistry, you can give that feedback. With that, if you want lengthy hours or more sessions, talk to them. Right? It will be wonderful. If you are involved, everything is wonderful. Even doing nothing, you have seen sadhus, no, they will just sit, watching stars, and they are blissful because they are enjoying that moment. You have seen Karodpati, millionaire, billionaires not happy because they are not enjoying that. They are not involved. So that enjoyment or this success, this happiness is in your heads. And I would say, people say, be happy, be happy. It is not the right aspect. How long you can be happy? Tell me. I mean, just asking you, I'll give you one chocolate, you'll be happy. Next day, if I give one chocolate, okay, not 100% happy, 90%. If I do after 10 days, you won't be happy. Arey, just a chocolate, no. Another time. So I have to increase the number of chocolates. First day, one, happy. Second day, two, for you to be equally happy. Maybe 10th day, I have to give you 1,000 chocolates to be happy. And after that, you can't eat 1,000 chocolates. However amount of chocolates I give, you won't be happy. Understood? So what is that I have to learn? And when you are continuously happy, you will be feeling sad. You will go down, then only will come up. If one person has to come topper, first rank in the class, rest all has to get 2, 3, 4. No. How can all 30 or 40 students get first rank? I can't understand. Right? We can wake up at the same time. We might sleep at the same time. We guys can maintain same weight. Height, can you control your height, man? Weight, okay. Dieting, you will do. Height, what will you do? You cannot do anything. Color, what will you do? White quota. So there are few aspects which we cannot do. Okay. We have to do your best. That is what you can eat less or maintain calories. Try to feel blissful. I mean, don't feel very happy if you gain something. Don't feel very sad if you lose something. It is like you have to balance attachment, detachment. If you love something very much. So I actually love my dad very much. I planned my life with him. I lost him to COVID. I mean, 2 years back, 2020. Everything, my plan, everything got devastated. I got silver medal. I had to go to US for my MS. Still, I stayed back because homesick. I love my dad. I got IIT for my dad. He never asked me to study well or something. He always used to eat well, have fun, maja karo. Now, when I lost him to COVID, I was like devastated. It took me so much time, 6 months to come out of it, medical treatment, everything. My mom is a teacher. My dad was like head postmaster. My sister used to work for TCS. Now she's working for 2 companies in US. And my brother-in-law also works for another software company. Now my mom, she moved here with me. She's on leave. Completely fine, no issues. So what I'm trying, yeah, I'm okay, got better. You can see in my words. So what I've learned now is to, pain will be there. That's inevitable. Even your parents are going through such a pain. You don't know it. They are not giving you that angle of them. They are only showing their happiness angle to you. Even you have to face that at some point of day. So be prepared. So don't get attached to something very much. It can be IIT or your whatever assets or your beauty or your friends or family. Things change. Believe me, trust me in this. Things will change as you go in life. Whatever is important now, in future, it doesn't matter. When you are walking initially, then you felt like I need a cycle so that things will be easy for me. Then you ask for a bike. Then you say no car. Then I want a SUV. Then BMW, Audi. So there's never ending for it. There is no ending for it. I'm telling you, there is no ending for it. Your wishes, wants. So does that mean I should leave everything? No, that doesn't mean. You should do what you're good at. If you can sing well, do sing. If you dance, dance well. If you can eat well, make videos of your eating and put them in YouTube. You can share knowledge to people. If you can motivate people, do it. I feel I can motivate people. I can teach them physics well, so I'm doing it. I can, sort out questions or problems. I do that. Right? So we'll have more sessions like this. I want you to be there with me, and I will be there for you for long run. I want you people to go to a much better heights than this. And heights doesn't mean you should just making money is heights. So at this age, you might scale it. Later on, it doesn't matter when you reach a height where you're in a billionaire club. That doesn't matter. You're having a personal family life or happy life matters, right? Right. I'll be there for you guys. I mean, there. Okay. Don't ask me, sir. I want something, I want a PlayStation. You said you'll be there for me. Transfer, 10K, 20K. No. Okay. Yeah. It will be really more motivating sessions. We'll be having more motivating sessions. Yeah. My class used to be more funny, man. You can ask my students. I'll do one thing. I'll ask one or two of my old students, maybe one day something, so that they can share their experiences to you, right, man? Like the role of Lord Krishna in Mahabharata or Prophet Muhammad. All these religions are trying to teach the same. The interpreters in between are trying to get out something wrong out of it. Whoever we got out there, their main idea is same. But the communication, whatever we are understanding, the middlemen are trying to give the wrong info. That is a problem, right? Yeah, you will agree. We'll be in phase. Now you are in sync now. I have tuned you guys. That means you are getting tuned to me. Frequency, radio used to have this tuning. Now you are getting tuned to me. Now you will understand things faster. So I got this guy Raghav, and I guess another guy. He's there, Ganesh, and is that Nishant? Huh? Nishant, are you there, man, Nishant? So few of you, yeah, I felt like you already got tuned to me. This is my feeling, though I'm not seeing your faces or not talking to you. And few are on track. In future, it is like, if I say something, you'll understand just like that. Others might not. That is how coding works. Me, my sister and dad used to have this, and I'm telling you, our sync is to this level. I don't know. You don't believe that. I'll tell you in future, you'll believe that. There is some network. See, when you are in school, if I say there is something called engine, you cannot understand it. I'm electrical engineering. Yeah. When you grow up, you'll understand. So that means there are many things we don't know as of now. Once I was watching this TV and there was very good ad of Laddu. So I thought I should have this laddus today. And when my dad is back from office, he got me laddus. There are plenty of sweets in the sweet store, and every day he doesn't get that. And I mean, alternative days he gets something, or every day, yeah. Mostly he gets something when we're at home. That's the parents are. So are you able to understand? So this sync, that is a frequency match. We'll get there once. I want to become an electrical engineering, sir. Wait. So there is a lot more for you to understand. What you see from outside, this electrical engineering from the inside part is different. We'll have those sessions at the end, which branch to choose after the result is out. So till then, to crack that IIT JEE main or whatever entrances we got, with the energy we got. You want to become aerospace. Okay. Engineer, man, not aerospace. That means something else. Right. You can. Yeah. CSC. Nice. You are getting more motivated now. Let us stay on the exam now. Don't decide the branch and package. Few people say, sir, I want this particular package. I mean, in the very first year of the first year. Starting of the first year. So directly is aiming for the package. Their goals are different. Doesn't mean you should not aim for it, but there are few steps. It's like you people go to gym. In the first day, they will say, I have to lose 30 kg in one month. The only thing possible is die. We should go, we should bury him. Then we will lose 30 kg in 1 month. Right? Ravitej, sir, yeah, tell me. IIT Madras, man. 2011 pass out. Yeah. Fine. That's all for today. Good session. We'll continue soon. So next sessions, and let us see how many more sessions we'll be taking. So this is a magnetism classical. This is like complete theory, man. Please read the textbooks and do the questions. Nothing much to share. You have seen, number of questions are also less. Excuse me. Take screenshot. There is one time period questions. Fifth one, fifth and fourth. I'll try to do those questions. Rest all are conceptual. Take screenshot. Tamil Selvan. We got Facebook. I got Facebook. I said Instagram. I said you can follow or whatever. Right? You ping me. Don't send me questions. Send questions here. If you have something very personal, particular, that also here you can respond to me privately. I can answer those questions. Right. Done. This is the key for it. This is the key for it. And you try, man. I said my name is Jami Himtesh. Use your brain. Like, I want to see how smart Jami Himtesh. So you should try either Jami Himtesh, Himtesh Jami, Jay Himtesh, Himtesh. So then you'll find that means I'll know, okay, these people are. There is one movie, I'll tell you a story. There is one movie. This guy want to find a salesperson. Telugu movie. So what this guy does, he will give an ad instead of directly giving number, door number and all. He will give right turn from there, left turn here, then take that circle, that this and one paragraph address. Only one guy reaches him. Then this guy asks him, sir, what the hell, why you give, not what the hell, why you gave this particular address this way? You are aiming for sales job. That means you should be able to find any address. Not every address is clear, no. People write in a different way. So you should be ready for it. So I'm just checking that. So first preliminaries are raised, done.